Hello, welcome back to the channel. Saturday again. As you can see, I'm in the tent. I'm going to do a full gear review or full gear loadout of my wild camping setup for 2024. I've upgraded a few things from last year. I've still got the same stuff as well. So without further ado, I'll just go through it, and for the purpose of the video I'll stick up the lantern so the back of the tent has got some sort of light. Should have said at the start, if you're watching this, it's probably just for beginners, basically starting out in the wild camp. So you'll need a good sleep system. We've started off with just a simple foil mat. It'll go down and then you build up. So this will hold a bit of heat from the coldness of the ground coming up through the ground sheet, and then your sleep pad on top of that. So we'll get this laid out and then we'll build up. As you see there, foil mat's been in the wars. It's been battered. I should have said as well, I'll put all the links in the description of where I've got the stuff. All bought from my own money, obviously. So that's your foil mat. I've sort of upgraded. Well, this was a Christmas present. An X-Ped flax mat. It's a closed foam mat. It'll just go over the top of that to add a wee bit more protection. Next for the sleep system is the mountain equipment, helium 3.8. This hasn't let me down yet, so I have not upgraded this one. It's coming in as a 3-season sleeping bag, so with the foil mat and the X-Ped, it should do well, and that'll be the next layer on the sleep system. It's a self-inflating one, so you just roll it out and then let the valve go, and then after about 10 minutes it should be all pumped up. We touched on the sleeping pad. I've also read that and watched reviews on stuff. Don't pump it up too as hard as it can go, which I did all last year, and I did find it a wee bit uncomfortable, but I did get a good night's sleep on it. But that's what I'll be starting to do. Not be blown up as rock solid as it goes. Next on the sleeping system is the OEX Evolution Fathom 300. Another thing I never upgraded yet. This again, I don't think it needs upgraded for all we'll be doing. We are going to try a couple of winter camps this year, but like I've already said, with that there and this, we should be good enough. We'll not be going to summits or anything like that there in -degrees, so this is more than capable if you're starting out. Now this I haven't even checked out yet. It's the Euro Hike mummy liner for inside the bag. It'll add a couple of degrees, not much. It'll not change it to a 4-season sleeping bag, but it'll do. It'll add a couple more degrees, like I say, and obviously it'll keep the inside of your bag nice and clean if you're sweating or anything. It's just a wee fleece liner, goes inside the bag. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Last but not least for the sleep system is the pillow, blow up pillow. I've got the Trail Outdoor Leisure one just off Amazon. I had the Trackology one, that a lot of people use, but if you're a regular watcher of the channel, I did give off about it. The valve where you blow up came away from the stitching, and it let me down a couple of times. Obviously the first time I didn't notice it, and then the second time the hole got bigger around the valve. So I went with this. Same sort of thing. It's got the strap that goes around the bottom of the mat and all. So just a couple of puffs and it'll be inflated. And again, just like the sleep pad, you don't want it too hard, just nice and soft really, and that'll do that. Sleep system done. Foil mat, flax pad, sleep pad, pillow, sleeping bag and a fleece liner. Hey, if you're watching this, you probably are a beginner, so that's basically it for the sleep system. We're in the Robins, I should have said this at the start as well, the Robins Pioneer 2EX, which is probably on the budget side as well. It was coming in at £160 just after Christmas, but like I say, I'll put all the links in the description and you can have a look at it if you want, and if not. So, sleep system, tent. Next up, you'll need something to cook food. I've upgraded from the Overland to the OEX Hero Solo Stove. I've done a video of that, I'll put a link in there to it. Cracking stove, boils water in say 2 minutes. Just what you want. So if you're starting out and you want something a wee bit dearer than the Overland, this was £40 down from £80. So it was, but again, Christmas present, so thanks very much. So talking of starting out, you'll need a tent like I say. This is the Robins, it's my second tent. This was the first tent we got, was the OEX Fox 2. 2-man tent, cracking tent, pitches in 7-8 minutes, 2 poles, about 12 pegs I think, and I've had it out in rough enough conditions and it didn't let us down. Smashing tent, it's coming in at something like £80, unbelievable value. I'll not be putting this one in the bin or anything, I'll still be using that one, so I will. And I have a third tent which I haven't used or looked at even yet, is the 3FUL gear Lanchan 2. If you watch the channel regularly, like I always say there, we are going to be doing longer hikes and challenges and stuff. This will probably be only used for that. The likes of the Mourne Way or anything else long distance where you're going to hike during the day, camp at night and then hike again the following day. So I haven't even looked at it yet, I can't even speak about it. I probably will do a full look at it in a separate video, but like I say, if you're starting out, this here is a cracking tent. I couldn't knock it at all. It's never let us down. So if you're out there looking to get started, definitely get onto that one there. Before I go, my first camp, I'll need new batteries for my lantern. Had a bit of a fail there, no use to anybody. So obviously you've got all your gear, tent, sleep system, cook system. You'll need something to carry it in. Now I've upgraded, but I got a cracking price just after Christmas in this one. It's a Highlander Ben Nevis 85 litre bag. I had a Euro hike 65 litre. Again, wouldn't knock it, got us started. But if you're looking to bring a wee bit extra, clothes or anything out there, food, I've only had a couple of looks at it and it looks absolutely massive inside. Again, I'll do a full look at it in a different video. I'll not bore you in this one about it too much. But like, it's got everything on it. Pouches everywhere, pockets everywhere, a couple of side pockets, cushion back, frame and all. So like I say, I'll do a review on that one itself, or an overlook. I don't really do reviews, I just talk about the stuff, to be honest with you. So again, I'll put the links in the bottom, but I think this was £85 or something. And the Euro hike one I got last year was £65, so for the extra £20 it does feel a lot better than the Euro hike. Again, I'll not slag anything I've bought because it got us started. So that's to carry your gear in. Not an essential, but if you're just using your phone or anything when you're out camping or hiking, obviously it can let you down with signal and all, so we always carry this. It's just a wee ordnance survey map of the Mournes on the Northern Ireland on the back of it, so it's something handy to have. Well, it weighs nothing. Invest in one, couple of £1, weighs nothing, takes up no space in the bag, safety first. probably should have brought these up when I was talking about the Lanshan. Tracking poles. If you have a Lanshan, you'll obviously need these. These act as your poles for the tent. You get 10 or 12 pegs with the tent, outer and inner, but you will need these obviously. If you've bought a Lanshan, you know that. Christmas present as well, thanks very much. Sit pad, you'll need one of these, a couple of pound off Amazon. I have upgraded. Let's see, I've went for a wee bit of luxury this year. The Louis X ultralight stool, I think it was, let me see, does it say on it? 0.4 kilograms. Again, if you're out on a camp and you're sitting outside, you don't want to be sitting on one of these all night. Sore in the back, up and down. I don't know about anybody else. My knees and hips are a wee bit dodgy at the moment, so £22. I've had it out a couple of times. In fact, I've had it most hikes since Christmas, and it's brilliant. Weighs nothing again. Goes in the side of the bag even if you're out hiking. It's just a wee bit of luxury for the camps. I'm just looking at my camping box behind here. I think this is it. So if you're looking to start wild camping or get out camping outdoors, obviously the stuff I've already shown. These are just dry bags. I would keep my phone chargers and all electrical stuff in there, the drone in there, and just a couple of spare ones just for your clothes or anything, food. So again, a couple of pound off Amazon. There's no mech, well there is a mech, but I'm not even too sure what that is. Fully apologise to the mech, the brand, but I try not to go overboard on my gear. Like I say, everything here would be budget. I would put that under budget gear. Maybe apart from the Lanshan tent. Well, say not there. Oh, sorry. The Lanshan tent would be 160, I think it was. But most of the gear, all budget. So I'll do my final thoughts in a wee second. Just leave this one here. It's 5 to 3 on a Saturday afternoon. And to be honest with you, I could probably just get in a sleeping bag and test the tent out here in the back garden. So that's all the gear that I've got. If you're looking to get out in the wild, do a bit of camping, you don't have to go overboard about it. You don't need your Hellyberg tents or anything like that there, like, to get going. But nice to have one obviously, but £250 probably maximum would get you all the gear. Use it as many times as you want if you look after it. It'll obviously keep you right, so it will. So without further ado, I'll hopefully see us back out in the tents soon enough.